Hey guys, Jordan here, back in your video. But we are in Rome, and today Sunshine dropped her phone for the last time, and I'll show you what that means. So earlier today, we were getting ready to board our bus, and Sunshine put her phone into her bag, or well, she thought. It turns out her bag was closed and her phone fell out. So lately, she has a lot of cracks in the screen protector, but before we left to Rome, the display was kind of coming up like this, but not that much. But this time, when it fell, the display stopped working. And so I'll show you I'll just crank up the brightness here so you can see what happened. So the main stuff, the problem is right there. This little part here, it's supposed to be connected, but it fell off. And so we're not sure how to put that back. But another thing that's been happening, the reason the display is able to come off like this is because the glue stuff, there's this kind of glue. It's all dirty and sandy. Here, you can kind of see along the outside how it's a little dirty. Also, the home button fell out. It's right here. It's easy to put back in, and there's even a little arrow saying which way's up, so that's easier to put back. So yeah, sorry for where I'm filming this, but this here, this side is still in because that little glue part is there, but it's all dirty. So in today's video, I'm gonna be attempting to try and put the home button back and maybe even put the connector piece back. To filming kind of like my old videos, I'm gonna try and find a way to prop this up. Hello. Okay, so to put the home button back, I showed you that there's a little arrow. Oh, it's not in focus, but I showed you that there's a little arrow saying which way's up. I'm gonna try and attempt to put the home button back in. But you can see just holding her phone upside down, the display comes off. That's not very good. That means the glue is very loose. I might even have to take off all the glue, but I'll try not to. So the home button, it goes, you can see, it goes right there. That's the button, and that's where it's supposed to go. But yeah, I'd have to lift off the display to put it in. So I lift off the display, and there's a little hook. There's a little hook under the display where this thing goes, where the home button goes. It's tiny, you can't really see it. That little white thing under, that's the button part. The home button is supposed to be able to come off, so I'm gonna attempt to put it back. So there's a little hook here that I'll put the home button in. There's a little hook that I put a little white tab in. This little white tab here, there's a little hook where that goes in. So I put that there, and I should be able to pop the home button in. And ta-da, home button's back. You see these little things pop up, and normally the display would come on, but since the display things are not working, I will try maybe succeed. Oh, there goes the home button again. I will maybe succeed to put them back in. I'll put the home button in when I'm finished because it seems to want to fall out. Okay, so I am looking at a video, jerry rig everything. Cool guy, go watch him. And so yeah, I'm gonna see what he's gonna replace everything on the Note 4, and I'm gonna see how he does that and try to attempt to do that myself. Okay, so here I have the Samsung Galaxy X, the fold-up. No, I'm just kidding. I took apart, I disconnected the part where the motherboard connects to the display. So you can see it's kind of like a sandwich, kind of like a Nintendo 3DS, and I'm gonna try to put them back, but I think the problem is that it just got too dirty and too sandy, so I'm gonna try and fix that too. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is reconnect them. It might be kind of hard because I don't have the right tools, so while I'm at it here, I'm just gonna put the home button back in, or at least try to. See, slide it right. I'm trying to be careful not to break it here. Okay, this pops into the little thing, and boom. Okay, so cool little thing. You put the home button in, and if you press it, let's see, come on. Okay, well, if you press the on button, the little arrows turn on, the little capacitive touch keys, they turn on. So I'll put the home button back in. where the lights come on. And then I will try and snap these little connectors back into place. So what Zach is doing, or what Gary, Rig Everything is doing, is his display was working first, so he powered it off and he took out the battery, and then he took out the screws. But all that I'm trying to do is just pop these little things back in place. I just needed to see where the little things were, and I'll try and pop them back in place. But if that doesn't solve it, then it has to be something. The problem is with the motherboard, which is probably nothing that I can fix, solve. So I popped this little thing back in place. Now I'm gonna try and pop these other ones back in. Okay, so this little thing is from my sunglasses. I'm gonna just see if it can work, like a little pry tool, because it's thinner than my finger. Push it down. No, I think my finger is the best idea here because I can control it. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do here is, right here, you can see that this little piece of glue is stopping me from trying to put these connectors back, but I don't want to remove all the glue because that means the display won't go back. I'll try and take away a little bit, but I don't want to ruin this. Okay, but I need to see it first, like see where it goes. Like I know where the port is, so to see where it goes, then I'm gonna have to take this part out. Okay, so I think what it is, it's like, I don't know if you guys ever played with those little blocks, but they have little pegs on them, and so 2 pegs go into 1 peg, and this is kind of like that, except extremely tiny. So I'm actually going to try and do from the other side, starting with these ones. So there's, like I'll show you, there's 3 little thingies here. There's this one, that's easy to snap in, I've done that before. This one is the one I'm trying to do, and then there's these ones, which have a smaller connecting point, but it should be easier, I think, hopefully. So yeah, I need to see this a little better again. Alright, so I'm gonna pop these back in place. See, part of the problem here is that it's very dirty. I don't know if you can see my finger, but it's shiny, it's metal. It's probably not a very good thing, but it's also very dirty. When a little bit of the display comes off, you get a whole lot of dirt, and that kind of ruins up your phone. So try not to get your display off your phone. Like sometimes it still works even when it's separated. If you've seen Jerry Rig Everything's videos, you'll know that the display kind of works. Like it still works if it's a little off the phone, like off the motherboard, because the connectors have a little bit of length on them. But try not to do it because you get dirt, and then dirt ruins up your phone. Also doing this, you 100% lose water resistance if you do this. But this phone never really had water resistant rating in the first place, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, is it in? So what I'm gonna try to do now is just put it where it should be, but not pop it in. And then push the display in. I'm not hearing anything, so that's not working. No, it's not. You can see it's kind of looks like a, I don't know, but this little ribbon here, these are all connecting to the motherboard. It's like this is the display, and I'm trying to connect it back to the motherboard because right now, the phone still works. Like it still has its battery, it still has its core, its CPU, it still has everything. The only thing that's not working is the display. So I'm gonna try and put the display back pretty much. So I'll get you guys when I get something. Holy cheese and guac, guys, I think I connected it again. Yes, I did. So now I'm gonna put the glue back. I'll put the glue back where it's supposed to be. And I'll put the home button back in and see if it works. That's still in there. Is this broken? Oh, so there's this little copper piece on the home button that broke off. So that I think that's the fingerprint reader. Sunshine doesn't use that, so we should be fine with that. Just try and pop that back into place. Okay, home button's back in place. Moment of truth. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Nada. Oh, bummer. Okay. So, let's see. Is anything disconnected? I'm gonna get a flashlight. Okay, so as you can see, her display, or her screen protector has a lot of cracks, but that has nothing to do with it. So yeah, so you can see, this is actually kind of helping me. That's one of the connectors, that's another one. This is where the home button comes in. Try and focus. Come on, I want to focus. It's a little too close for it to focus. So yeah, so this is the home button. And this little copper part, here, okay, so yeah. Let me try and, does this work? Okay, focus. Okay, so, it does not want to focus. Right here. My phone camera doesn't want to focus. Okay, so, yeah, this little copper thing here is not supposed to be broken off. And you can see where it should be part of this here. I believe that's part of the fingerprint reader part, but Sunshine doesn't use that, like I said, so it's of no importance. Sorry for the video quality and like my bright thumb. This is less of a entertainment video, more like a cool video. Like, yeah, I got to try and fix this. Okay, so the home button I'm not gonna worry with dealing with now. But let me take that out there. I'm gonna focus more on right up in here. So what I was trying to do for a long time is snap that in place. I did get it, and now I'm trying to think what more needs to be put into place for this to work. I'm trying to push the display back into place. I did wash my hands, but they're all shiny again. So yeah, the little, yeah, so no, the display is not working. It's still not working. So I'm gonna try and see from the back. Okay, so this is not the same battery that it came with. This is a new one because the old battery got in water and didn't work very well. But so I'm still not sure what it is that's keeping it from turning on. But what is this here? Okay, so now we know what it is. So, right up here at the front of the display, sorry for how bright it is. I had the flash on while I'm filming, so you can see inside the phone. All of these pieces here, oh bummer, that piece just came off. All of these pieces here need to connect, and that's going to take more than just a little pushing it's going to do. So I'm trying to see if I can do that. Okay guys, so the adhesive all over the phone actually came off. Came unadhesive. So I can take the display off, and the only thing that's holding it there is this little thing here. Good news, guys. That's right, it's working. We took the battery out. My dad helped. Took the battery out, and we took the stuff in. So yeah, it's working. I'm gonna put it back together and put the home button in. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.